Hi, welcome to a quick demo of the Briefvision software. When you log into the app, this will be your workspace. You can create a new case here or open and work on an existing case. So we'll go ahead and open our demo case, and that will then load our dashboard. It give us some information about what documents were imported. You can drag and drop more documents in here, or simply choose a file to load more documents. From there, what we'll then do is just demonstrate some of the features. So first feature that I'd like to demonstrate is the AI Assistant module. So once you've loaded all your documents, or to finish loading all of them, some of your documents, you can simply come in here and ask questions about those documents. So, for example, we can type in who witnessed Mr. Wolf, the wall. And that'll go ahead and pass through the documents you've loaded and return an answer based on your documents. And we can see it says Ruby Hood reported seeing the person described as the big bad wolf moving towards the wall, but she did not see him reach it. Because some direct answers, it's also got supporting facts, some points for legal attention. These are all based on the grounding prompt that we add in, which you can edit and customize for yourself up here. That's for more advanced video, but it's just to simply tell you that you can do that, and then you can expand out here and see the sources where it got these answers from, and you can go directly and open the document and see this the witness statement where the AI has pulled the answers. We are using the latest models. At the moment it's 5.6. We can add different models. This is using Azure OpenAI, which means that your data is not used for training, and it's all kept very secure. The next module I'd like to show you is the search module. So we'll go in here. And this is like any other search engine, except it's based on the case data that you've loaded. For this case, we've loaded documents, but you can also load emails and phone downloads, things like that, which we'll go into in more detail in another video. But simply type in the search field how we want to search up hot estate, and that'll search through evidence, and you can see it's returned a few documents where that's mentioned. You can view the document, and you can see it's highlighted within the document the search terms that we used. So that's a search module. Another feature that I think is very useful in the search module is often in cases there'll be page references, and somebody will tell you to go to page J9, for example. And you can just simply put J9 in here, and what it does, it'll open up the document immediately if it's recognized as a page reference, which we look for in the bottom right hand corner here, and we index these so that you can very quickly go directly to a page if you need to. You can also then just close this and see other things that reference J9. Then moving on to the next module that I'd like to show is the case summary. If you load more documents, you can click rebuild summary, and it'll consider the new documents that you've loaded. What this does, it passes through all of the documents in the case, and gives a summary of the case. Again, this is based on a grounding prompt, but it gives a case overview, the prosecution position, defense position, all parent responses, timeline highlights. So it's pulled out some dates here and put it into sort of timeline format, and key disputes, issues, gaps to consider. So it gives you a good start on the case and some pointers and ideas about where to start and what to look at. And then finally, I'd like to show the dates module. Here, what it's done is it looked through the documents and identified where documents reference dates. I found with my case, with a lot of different dates, were often in different formats: 12th of September, 12th of the 9th, 2026, 0905, or whatever. The date formats were varying, and when trying to find references to a particular date, that was quite difficult, where this will recognize these dates in different formats and put them into a table, and we can see, for each date, what's happened, there's the excerpt, there's even a summary of what happened on that date, and then also shows you the document that it's come out of. You can open the document here and go and review the document. What you can also do is, on the summary tab, we've given a summary for each date. So if one date is mentioned in a lot of different documents, we've summarized that down on this page, but the detail will give you the detail for each date. We'll go into some of the other modules in a bit more detail in another video. Thanks.